Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video, we're just going to be looking at a few tips that I look at and use and tell my community about for getting infinite. There's one in particular that I don't really see many people talking about that I use every month to get infinite, and I always tell people that watch my stream or my videos asking about infinite to try it because it helps a lot. So they're not going to be in any particular order. It's going to be a handful of tips, and I hope you enjoy the video. And if you do, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you've got other tips that you use to get infinite, leave a comment so the next person can get infinite. That's what we're all here for, helping each other out. So first up is just have fun. Right? The first tip is enjoy yourself. You're not going to climb very well if you are hating the deck you're playing. If you're tilted, you're not having fun. If you find yourself tilted and not enjoying yourself, just take a break. You're in no rush. You've got plenty of time during the season to get it. Just enjoy yourself. Go have a break, play another deck maybe. Just have some fun. Don't stress about getting infinite if you're not having fun. Like, the amount of times I find myself playing decks and not enjoying myself, not having fun with the deck and just losing cubes is crazy. If you're having fun, you're going to be more likely to do well and just have a good time. Tip number 2 is the basic one everyone's going to say, is knowing when to snap and when to retreat. So knowing your deck, knowing when you've got a strong hand and when you have a weak hand and retreat. I'm not very good at it. My snap percentage is so low. When I climbed to infinite this season, I had a 70% win rate on Thanos Lockjaw, and my snap rate must have been about 5%. So I went a long way by just taking so long to get to infinite because I'm terrible at snapping. The next point would be to know the meta, know what you're up against. If you have an idea what they're playing, it helps you decide your moves. You know what you've got to do to win the game. Like, knowing what you're up against helps so much. It's crazy how much, like, if you know what they're gonna play, you know their game plan, then it is perfectly fine for you to play your cards, know what you're doing. So just make sure that you know the meta or have a rough idea, because then you can see, like, of their first couple of turns what you're up against. Like, if they're dropping a Yondu and a Carnage or a Winter Soldier or whatever, you know it's probably a Death Wave. If they're dropping Infinity Stones, you know it's Thanos. If they're dropping Wave on 3, you know there's a good chance it's going to be Electro, right? I mean Galactus, or some sort of ramp. Have an idea. If you have an idea what you're playing against, it helps a lot. The fourth tip is don't worry about the board state. Too many people worry about trying to win every location and just have it and trying to be ahead the whole time. At the end of the day, the only thing that really matters is turn 6. If you can be ahead on turn 6, you're gonna win. So just enjoy yourself. Just don't stress about the board location. Really do not stress about it. Like, if you can get early tempo, if you're a deck that needs to be ahead, then early tempo is good. But most decks you do not need to be ahead. You do not need to be so far ahead every turn. Like, if you're a Galactus deck, obviously you need initiative to stop you getting countered. But for the most part, the board state doesn't really matter too much. It matters a lot coming into the turn 6. But don't be like trying to play tempo, trying to play out every turn using your perfect mana. And you don't want to be dropping a Shang-Chi because it's the only play you can drop on 4, and then the next turn they drop a Devil Dino or a She-Hulk or something big, and then you're like, well, I've just thrown away my tech card. You know, just plan your turns out. Don't worry about playing on tempo. It's all about turn 6. Just don't stress. And finally, the tip that I use the most to get infinite, and I've used this and used this every month to hit infinite, and that is making the most of the hot and featured locations. I have hit infinite the last 3 months, I think, using the featured location and just making the most of it. Seeing a good deck and just like, look, well then, let's go. This month, it was the Quantum Tunnel. I was already playing a Thanos deck, so it helped a lot anyways. That I was playing a Lockjaw Thanos deck. And that came along, which helped so much. It just made the deck stronger, so I abused it and got there. Last month, it was the Altar of Death. I used that for Galactus. Just literally climbing 10, 15 ranks on those. So if there's a good location and you can get a decent deck for it, it's got a great win rate, do it. Like, I know a lot of people hate it lasts too long, 48 hours too long, blah blah blah. Which is true, it's a little annoying, but if you use that to your advantage, like there's some terrible ones, but if you use it to your advantage, you climb so fast. Keep telling everyone that if the featured location's up and you have a deck that's got a really good win rate into it, abuse it. That's the time to try hard, play as much as you can. Just get it over with. Like, I do it. As soon as I see the featured location, I know which one's good, bam, on it. Don't care, won't care, just get infinite there, and then you've got the rest of the month. I literally got the whole month now, after I hit it, to just chill and have fun, do what I want. I get it the first week, done. There's plenty of other tips out there, but like the featured location one, I don't really see many people talk about it, and I find it just the best tip. It's just so good. You can make the most of it, you can have some fun. It's very easy to climb. And if you like this video, please leave a like and a comment, and don't forget to subscribe since it is free. And I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.